Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. On this video we'll be cutting a long gown, gathered long gown. So just a normal shoulder to shoulder long gown. So I'll be using this fabric to cut it. Looking at me here, I folded the fabric into two. So I will be cutting out the half length first. Then after the half length, I'll cut out the down part. It's gathered, so the down part I'll just cut it straight. There is nothing to plus or minus or cut as a measure on it. So the half length of this dress is 16 inches. Then I'll be adding 1 inch for sewing allowance, which is 17. But before I proceed, if you are new to my channel, you are highly welcome. Please subscribe, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And all my old subscribers, the people that is boosting me, that is making me to grow, I appreciate you all and I thank you so much for watching my video. So I will proceed. To get my bust from shoulder to my bust is 9 inches. You can use 8 inches depending the size of the person. So I mark my 9 inches. The shoulder measurement of the person is 14 inches. Divide by 2, which will give me 7 inches. So after I mark down the shoulder measurement, I will divide the bust circumferences and the waist circumferences into 4. It's only the shoulder that you can divide into 2. So the bust measurement is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give me 8.5 plus 2 inches sewing allowance, giving me 10.5. I'd rather mark 11, make it accurate. I shift back the material so that I won't waste any. So 11. So this is it, my 11. I'll remark my shoulder measurement because I shift back the material. So I mark my 7 inches for the shoulder. Then the waist measurement is 30 inches. 30 inches divided by 4 is 7.5 plus 2 inches, which is 9.5. I'll make it accurate, 10 inches. Then to mark my armhole, I'll come to the midpoint. The midpoint of 9 is 4.5. Remember, from shoulder to bust is 9 inches. 9 divided by 2 will give you 4.5. Then I'll come inward by ½ inches. From there I'll connect. So this is for my armhole. Then to cut the neck, since the shoulder is 7 inches, I'll use 3.5 for the width of the neck, and the depth is 3.5 also. I don't want it high, I don't want it too low, so I connect. This is for the front neck. I'll be cutting it out. But before I cut this front neck, I'll use it to trace out the back, adding my zipper allowance. So I'll turn this upside down because I want to have the same design I have on the down part at the back. So I'll turn it upside down like this. So my zipper allowance, I'll be adding 1 inch. 1 inch is okay for my zipper allowance. You can make yours 2. You can make it 1.5. It depends your choice. So I've cut it. This is for the back and this is for the front. So I'll cut the neck. Remember the neck, the depth is 3.5, the width is 3.5 for the front. Then for the back, the width will be 4.5 instead of 3.5. Remember I added 1 inch for zipper allowance. So I will start from that place to cut my neck, 4.5. Then the depth will be 2.5 inches. So I'll connect it from there. This is for the back neck. Then I'll cut the zipper, I'll cut it open for the zip. So I just cut out the front and the back. I'll use it both to trace out the lining because I'll be lining it up. I'll use it to trace out the lining. So I'll move down to the down part now. The fabric I'm using on this video is 4 years. So 4 years, I will measure out 3 years for the gathers. I'll measure out 3 years for the gathers. Then using the remaining one to cut out this. The round sleeve I'm using on this is 13 inches. So the length of the round sleeve, I'll start from there. The length of the round sleeve is 9 inches. It will be okay. But I'm marking almost 11. So I'll use the remaining 1.5 inches or thereabout to fold it. So the round sleeve of the round sleeve is 13.5, which is 6.5. Then I'll be adding 2 inches, making it 8.5. So I'll come down by 4. So from this 4, I'll connect it to this midpoint. So this is for the sleeve. This is for the sleeve and measures. So I will use the single sleeve to trace out the remaining one. Remaining fabric. So I'll be using this all for the gathers. So the inches I have here is so I will be making use of 3 years for it. So I've cut out everything. This is for the sleeve. This one here is 2 and 28 inches. It's not up to 3 years. So this is the one I'll be using for the gathers. I'll cut it into 2, one for the back, one for the front. If you want, you can as well sew this one. This is the front and the back. You can as well turn this one up. After turning it up, you will close the both sides. After closing the both sides, then you will start from the zipper allowance, adding your gathers, gather it all round to that zipper allowance. Then you put your zip. You will not need to cut it to the 2 sides. You can do that one if you want. You can as well cut it, use one for front and one for the back. Then after that, you will now join it and stitch it together.